let's turn around here and go back to Denver. I am on, what I ended up doing is I came down Colorado State Route 103. It's 103, but I don't know if you call it State Route 103 or if it's Colorado 103, but it's a beautiful driving road. Just beautiful, beautiful. I didn't expect it to be this nice. It's very nice, very sharp, tight hairpins, very smooth, great driving road. Not a whole lot of traffic either, which is really what makes this all that much better. And just beautiful scenery. I mean, like right in the middle of the Rocky Mountains. I'm in kind of a nice green spot right now, but then all around, I don't know if you can see on the camera here up behind me, there's some snow-capped peaks way out there. I've been spending a lot of time outside of the car getting some nice pictures, so this is nice. But I have got to get back to Denver. I've got an early start tomorrow morning, so I don't want to be out too late tonight. So, and I feel like I've got a pretty good sense of this car, and I'll talk a little bit more about it as I get going here. I'll wrap up my thoughts and what I think, but I'm still not getting used to this gear lever. I mean, that is just weird. I don't like that at all. I just like it all right here in the center, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, so other than that gear lever, it's a great car. It's a little bit big, it's a little bit marshmallowy in these tight corners, but see, like that, I just try to do a tight corner like that, and it just I don't know, it just doesn't snap back to center, which I really like. It just kind of kept going there. It's really hard to describe, but hopefully you kind of get a sense of what I'm saying. With a big car like that, it's just like once it gets going in a direction, it just wants to go in that direction. You gotta kind of wrestle it back straight. But yeah, this is a beautiful road. I don't know how much the camera is picking up here, but it's just really tight, very ribbony. It's got a lot of ups and downs, and I'm on a gradient. I'm going down here, and this is a big, heavy car, and it gets down these hills really quickly. I've got to be on the brake, but then of course I don't want to be riding the brakes too. I don't want to overheat them, so I've got to. There's actually a paddle shift here. Let's try that out. Can I go down a gear? Yeah, excellent. That's pretty cool. So now I'm in third here. I hit the gas to fourth, and nice, really nice solid feel too. These levers, they're not squishy like you'd find on a lot of lower end cars. Just very German-like, very got that precision, got that heft to it, which is good. Let's get out of this corner here, straight out, back to fourth. That's pretty cool. So the car switches automatically in and out of automatic mode and manual mode just based on your input. So if you're not messing with the paddles, it's in totally automatic mode, and then you don't have to change the gear lever to something different to get into the manual portion. So back to third around here. The only problem with this road, it's got a 35-mile-an-hour speed limit, and some straights are really wide open, like this one that I'm on right now. There's really no point in going so slow. You can see for good quarter mile up ahead. There's no traffic, very light traffic out here. Man, this is a big, heavy car getting around these tight corners like this. So here we go, some big bumps. This car swallows it up really nice. No complaints, no rattles. It rolls a lot in these tight corners. You can tell it's a big car. It's got some weight underneath it. Tonight I'll do some research. I mean, the video will be over by then, but I'm really curious to see how much this weighs. It feels better or bigger than the BMW 328, but I don't know. It's really hard to tell, especially around corners like this, the hairpins. Man, it's just beautiful up here. I need to come back here for a long weekend and just drive, get a nice car, and just cruise. It's too bad I only had a short amount of time today with this car, but it was a really good introduction. So let me wrap this up. How do I feel about the Mercedes E350? Not too shabby. It's a big, luxurious car that feels like it wants to be sporty. It's on the verge of being a really fun, tossable car, But as soon as you get into this tight stuff, that's when you get that sense like, whoa, this car's got some heft to it. It's not a nimble little thing. But cruising on the freeway, when I came out here on I-70 West towards the mountains, great, just absolutely great. It tracks dead straight. It's really smooth. Road noise is completely, there's none. I mean, there's just absolutely none. Compare that with my Honda Fit. You get that buzz in that 4-cylinder and all the road noise from the thin body panels. But this thing has got some it's got some girth to it. It's got some weight. It's really really solid, which I like. I really really like. The air conditioning is so-so. It's 82 degrees right now, according to the thermometer here, and I've got it on low because I'm recording the video, and it's not doing a very good job. I've got to crank it up in order to get the cabin cool. So I'm kind of surprised. My Honda Fit isn't very good in that regard either, but you expect it with a little car like a little Honda, but with a Mercedes, I don't know. Tight hairpin right here around the corner. Yeah, it's such a big car. Such a big car. It's so deceiving because you get on a straight like this, just dead straight. It just tracks and it goes, and it just feels so solid. Then you get around one of these corners, I got another hairpin coming up right here, and all of a sudden it's just like, it's just a big heavy car. It's not that bad though. I kind of wish I would have had that Cadillac XTS today, like I reserved, because that car got some bad reviews, but I kind of like the way it looks, and I really wanted to get a chance to drive it. But otherwise, I know I'm rambling. So, compare this to a BMW 328. Which one do I prefer? I'm going to go with the BMW. This is a little bit too sterile. It just doesn't have that fun quotient that I like. It just doesn't have that. I like a car with a little bit of edge to it. This car has no edge. The BMW, on the other hand, does. There's something about it. It's just tuned just a little bit differently. And I know that's a very subjective thing. Some people might disagree with me, but it is what it is. All right. Well, thanks for coming along with me on this trip to Denver today. I know it was a short one. If you were hoping to see a little bit more of this Mercedes E350, I apologize. But hopefully it was a good introduction and you got a sense of what this car is. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time from San Diego.